Hi, Jimbo. Can you tell us what the original concept was of NOLA? Where did the idea come from?
Well, I love New Orleans. This is what they call New Orleans there. They call it NOLA. NO is New Orleans and LA is Louisiana. Right? And I've been there a couple times. I went there the first time for the Super Bowl 1980 with some friends, all guys, and we really had a blast. I've been through there again when I did my motorcycle ride around the United States after Hurricane Lewis, and I stopped in just for some oysters at Acme, but I had a lot more to eat. I love the food, I love the idea of Cajun, and of course Creole, which we're very familiar with in the Caribbean. And so I really wanted to do something also that would be attractive and interesting for our local clientele also.
So what's the heart of what NOLA is offering?
Well, we're going to offer something different than any other restaurant. You know, I had some partners before, which I don't have anymore, and we didn't really have a direction. We were just looking for a good chef, which it's not really interesting or creative. And I had this idea for a Cajun Creole restaurant for quite some time, and my lady also really was interested in it. And so once those partners left, then I was able to really start something that was interesting for me. And we found a couple of great chefs. I sent one of them to New Orleans so I could get the flavor. And someone actually owned a restaurant. He met on the street and said, "Come on over. You can work in my kitchen for a day." He didn't work, but he worked and tasted and saw how things were made. Brought some spices back. He's from Ireland. We didn't import somebody from New Orleans, but we imported someone from Dublin. But he's awesome. We've got our first tasting so far of the appetizers, and the first thing on the menu was alligator.
Wow.
So you're going to get some of that. So what the whole thing was difficult to find an idea that was different than everybody else. Everybody kind of has the same things on their menu. Not that I'm bitching about it, because I love all that food. You know, I love my favorite restaurant here is Bistro Creed. I'll give a good plug.
Yep.
I love their foie gras and all their other stuff, and they do such a great job. And even though I love that, I didn't want to really have that on the menu. I'd probably get fat from eating it every day too, but we wanted to have a menu that was different than anybody else. So people can come out and have something and go, "Oh, let's go there. It's different than everybody else."
Very much so. One question that we've been asked repeatedly about people who were fans of Jimbo's is,
Yeah.
what about the molten cake? Is there any chance that may come back?
Maybe.
Okay. So they'll just have to come in and find out.
Yeah, you'll have to come in and find out. See, we have a pastry chef. His name is Ben. He's French, and he's awesome. So I don't really want to interfere with their creativity. Maybe once we're up and running for a while, we kind of, get used to each other. And but I don't want to micromanage anybody here when it comes to food. I might have a couple requests, but not off the bat. And that's something very wonderful for this endeavor. It's more fine dining than Jimbo's was. So I really had to hire chefs. In Jimbo's, I knew all the recipes. I could have cooked all the meals. Thank God I didn't have to. And I had great people there. But these are chefs, so I leave the cooking and the ideas up to them. Really.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's less responsibility for me in that sense. Just as long as the food comes out tasty and wonderful, that's all I care about.
Any other comments you want to make to our audience?
I suppose the next question you really are dying to ask is, what's the opening date?
Yes.
I'm not
I wasn't sure I wanted to answer
I'm not
that.
telling, because I don't know. We still haven't had a tastings of the main courses yet. That's coming up probably this week or next. And we decided we're not going to open for the holidays. That's really not a great time to open and try to prove yourself. And we will have a very, very, very soft opening. In other words, we're going to turn the lights on.
Yep.
And I'll probably give you a little note.
Okay.
We're open. But that's about it, because we need to get used to each other.
And we'll shut up about it for a little while, and until you say you're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for coming over to take a
Righto.
look.